So like I said, today we're starting with Kethis combo, which is built around Kethis, the Hidden Hand here. Legendary spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and you can exile 2 legendary cards from your graveyard to recast legendary cards from your graveyard. So if you notice here, all the non-land cards in our deck, are legendary. And then we partner that with Diligent Excavator here, which whenever you cast a historic spell, which legendary spells are historic, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to get Diligent Excavator, Kethis, and Mox Amber 2. And every time we cast a Mox Amber, we mill ourselves for 2, and float some sort of mana. And then we kind of just loop through our entire deck until eventually our entire deck has been put into our graveyard. And then we are going to float a bunch of mana and cast a bunch of Oath of Kaias to burn our opponent out, or if we're feeling frisky, we could mill our opponent out with Diligent Excavator. So that is the plan. Then we have some other value stuff. Urza's Ruin, Blast, destroys everything, or exiles all non-land permanents that aren't legendary, so it destroys nothing in our deck minus Diligent Excavator, but good against the aggressive decks. So here we are, traditional historic event. And like I said, we're kind of finishing up a league that we started a bit later at night, and I got a little tired and didn't finish it. We're 2-0 right now, so let's pop into this third match, see how we do. This deck is pretty strong. Yeah, right there. This deck is pretty strong. It does some good things. It has a good combo finish that you can technically do on the third turn of the game. You go turn 2 Diligent Excavator into turn 3 Kethis into mill a Mox Amber, plus you have some other legendary permanents in your bin for some reason or another. You know, technically can go off. But it also has a really good mid-range match with cards like Uro. Uro and what's the card I'm thinking of? The Demir card. 1 blue, 1 black, does things. Oh golly gosh. Oh golly, I can't think of it. Maybe it'll be in our opener hand. This hand's pretty easy mulligan. Our opponent's not using a companion, which is good to know. Just too many lands. And now no lands. That's how Magic works. I guess we keep this. We'll put back the Drowned Catacombs. And, oh, why don't we just put back both the Watery Graves? That way we can Hollow Fountain on 1, tapped, into Drowned Catacombs on 2, untapped, into Fibble Tip to draw a card. I guess in the grand scheme of things, like, this isn't the worst 5 in the world. Some sort of mono blue. Potentially. The basic lands from the set have been so good. Like, even these normal ones, like, it's a really pretty island. Hey look, another water grave. So we just play a Fibble Tip now. So our opponent's holding up some sort of counter spell, if I'd assume. We just want to draw a card. Oh, there's a Brine board. Okay. Doubtful that the fairy's gonna resolve, but if he does resolve, it'll be very good. Opponent attacking with the Brine board. Come on. Slamming to fairy. We're asking our opponent if they have it. Opponent has it. Yeah, there it is. Spell Pierce, huh? Next time. Oh, Raise and Borrow. That's Ability Tip. Oh, hey, look, it counts the flip. That is a neat interaction that I didn't think about. But there, Brazen Borrower is gone. So now we're just going to start slamming cards onto the battlefield. Eventually, they'll run out of counter spells. They don't have their Curious Obsession or their Octopus so far, so no real source of card advantage to kind of keep up with them. Oh man, they found a counterspell, didn't they? No, they did not. Okay. Well, that is step one. They found a break card though. Diggity card. I think we're just dead at that point. Oh, and a sailor. Yeah, we're feeling pretty dead here. Yeah, we're just dead in the air. Opponent's saying good game already. How rude of you. If we were at 3, if we were 1 life point higher, we might have been able to go off here. But sadly, we can't shock this land in, so we will scoop it up. We'll bring the Ruinous Blast. Legion Den also seems pretty good. Do we want to Char in this matchup? Like, she's good in like grinding, but that's about it. Laziv, that's the card I was thinking of in the introduction. Laziv and Uro make a really good mid-range plan. We can probably go down these two Atris. They're pretty expensive and pretty clunky. And we'll go down to Fibblethip too. He's also kind of just filler. Legion Den is good at killing the creatures, and then the third rune is Blast to maybe get through their counterspells. We would love to be on the play. I don't hate this hand actually. We'll turn 2 Excavator into turn 3 Uro. Start looking for our Kethis. We will shock that, or we'll put that into play tapped. Why is our opponent saying good game already? Opponent, that's very rude of you. Oh, that's a Kethis. Remember when I said it's possible to win on turn 3 of the game here? This is how we do it. Alright, opponent, we need you. You know? That means you can't counter. You now cannot counter attack. So. Huh. See, now we got choices. We could play the second Diligent Excavator, play a tap land. But then they have mana open to counter. I think we're just playing Kethis. Never mind. Oh no. We are just playing Uro. The mana's a bit awkward here. That doesn't tap for mana. Yeah, I don't know why it's loaded up like it could tap for mana. Looks like mana might be our downfall this game. We need another green source or a white source. That is none of the above. So we'll cast a second Diligent Excavator. And we'll attack for 1, I guess. Yep. And again, we're just looking for... If we cast this, we can escape Uro next turn. No, we can't. We need another green source. So the mana being 4 colors coming back to bite us here. The opponent just put an incredible block on us, but if we rip the source and they don't have the counterspell, we can pull this game out. Because we're not dead next turn. They have 6 in the air, so we can shock in. As long as they don't have another flash door. Yeah, there's the land we need, so we'll shock that in. Play the Kethis. Mill ourselves. And currently we're not dead in the air. Does the Kethis resolve? He does. So now, I think we go ahead and float a white here and cast this Mox Amber. Milling ourselves for 4, and we have a pretty good chance of going off this turn. Oh no! Oh. Oh, now we're just dead. Didn't flip green to planning on casting its fairy. Let's keep this one. Whale. We won't attack in case. We're not dead in the air, you know. Right sides, I guess. There needs to be one more point of damage here. They didn't have the counterspell last turn, so we're trying it again. This time we'll float a green. Boop. And boop. Let's see what happens. Alright, we resolved it. So we will activate you, popping 2 of you off.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
We will float a white, and with one of our blue we'll cast a fairy, milling ourselves, and now they can't. Sure. Sure. So you know we're dead this turn. I accept this. Like we're either comboing off or we're dying.
Let's
Fairy
slow
can
this
go ahead
down.
and bounce Mox Amber.
Here we go.
Back to our hand, draw another Kethis, and yeah, we're pretty off to the races here. Fairy giving us access to blue mana, which is cool. So we will float a white, cast a Mox Amber. Okay. So we're gonna keep milling ourselves here. Opponent's dead. That. Do this. Left for 4. We stabilized at 1. 1 confirmed higher than 0. Keep this. Cast this. Mill ourselves. Now, this is a loop of the deck. We just kind of go through and cast these cards over and over again. Give it a Fibblethip and Lazav. Flip white. Cast another Mox Amber. Keep milling ourselves. There's the last Mox Amber, so 0% chance we don't kill them here. I mean, as long as we don't time out, which is a result. Oh no, our punch comes up. Cool. Alright. So 1 confirmed bigger than 0. Do we want to bring Jason? Yeah, we'll bring Jason. We'll go down the other Fibblethip. Jace just kind of makes it a lot easier to combo. Honestly, I'm still debating if we want him in the main deck or not, but we will see. Waiting for our opponent to sideboard. Cool. And we're off to game 3. On the draw, sadly, so got pretty lucky in that game as well. Opponent did not have many or any counter spells, if I remember correctly. Pretty easy mulligan. And this is fine. We'll put back Tameo. We have Diligent and Kethis. We have a good removal spell. We'll open the room. Yeah. Do that tapped. You know, opponent might get greedy like they did last game and just add a bunch of 1-drops. They don't. That's just fine. We will do this and play our Diligent Excavator. Unless they have Essence Scatter, I don't think there's a 2-mana. Oh, Quench. Quench is a 2-mana counter spell that gets us here. Yeah, little puppy J's, you can dance. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Never mind, he didn't dance very well. He kind of tried doing something and died. He had a weird cat thing. So, they have a Brineborn. And an opponent attacks for 1. Doesn't get to attack with the Brineborn this turn, which is great. We're looking for Mox Amber's. That would be nice. That Fairy's not a bad one. We will just go ahead and slam you into a counterspell. Try and empty our opponent's hand of counterspells as much as we can here. Oh, just a Merfolk Trickster, huh? And a Spectral Sailor. So opponent has no.
I'm known for my
We are going
excellent
to
timing.
bounce this just to draw a card.
That's more like it.
Gain a life. So, knowing our opponent doesn't have a counterspell, taking 3 down to 13, things aren't looking horrible for us.
That didn't go according to plan.
We are going to play Kethis, mill ourselves for 2. Opponent could have Raven Borrower, but we're not really here to activate Kethis. Kethis is just kinda here. There's a Brazen Borrower. Makes sense. But I mean, again, we weren't activating Kethis this turn. We don't need another land. So the opponent doesn't get to flash in their Brineborn at end of turn, which is good. Do we get punished for this block in any way, shape, or form? I don't think we do. We will shock this in, play another Diligent Excavator, and then play another Kethis to mill ourselves for a bunch. Mill myself, mill myself. These mills have not been good though. We have not found anything worth noting here, so no attacks. Next turn we can Tameo, mill ourselves for 4, and name Mox Amber with Tameo. Curious Obsession's a pretty good one. I've not seen a Dasher out of them, so, which is curious. This is an attack for 6, so it puts us down to 3. Yep, so, I mean, we're dead this turn if we don't find it, so gotta find it. Gotta go fast. My turn. Don't you do it. Huh. That is game, I think. Is it? Tap down Kethis here. We're at 3 though, so we either need 2 removal spells in the air. We don't have. Do we have an Oath of Kaya in our bin? No, but we do have a Teferi. So we'll activate you. We'll get rid of the other. We'll get rid of Lazav and Tameo.
All stories must end.
So now they tap our Kethis. That resolves, sure. But we have mana to do both, so we play Teferi.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Legion Gen Terramander gives us a good look at their hand. get 2 more Terramanders and a mystical dispute. Okay, that was pretty good. Alright, and then we have to bounce Brazen Borrower here.
Trust me, I have a plan.
No attacks, so opponent's probably gonna Brazen Borrower on upkeep and then Spectral Sailor there, maybe? No. They're just gonna bounce Diligent Excavator, okay. Oh, yeah, that does kill us, doesn't it? Damn. I didn't think about that. So, we tried the best we could, but there wasn't anything else we could do, I don't think. There was no way to get out of there. Did you have fun in the match? Nah. Get out of here. So, 2-1 now. But we will move on to the next one. Pretty quick. Love to be on the play. And this is a pretty good hand. They don't have a companion, because, you know, means it'll be a fair game of Magic, because neither of us have a companion. And companions are the most broken thing you can do in Magic, right? Two-white control, huh? Oh, hey, we can just cast that on that. Nice. Not shocking, great. And we'll see what they do here. Basic Island, and search for a camper? Nothing. Alright. Honestly, let's just play another Diligent Excavator. And attack land. Now if we find Kethis, we're opposite races, we'll attack land. Oh! Pretty good punish for attacking for 1. Damn. Odds they have a counterspell here. Pretty high. Let me just play Kethis. Mill ourselves for 2. Especially with a Zob in hand, if we mill over a Kethis, we can revive. They absorbed the Kethis that I knew. I figured they had the counterspell. This time there's no point for attacking for 1. Just not thinking of Seal Away. So we're going to play this untapped. Play with Zob. And ourselves for 2. Oh, that just resolved, okay. Throw our own counter. And we'll see if Fairy resolves. Milling ourselves for 2. Okay, Fairy resolves 2.
Right on schedule.
So we don't have a whole lot going on in the game.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Just 2 lands. Can't punish us because Fairy's on the field. But we do have an Earl in the yard and lots of cards to exile with Earl. So. Oof. Now we just Earl. We'll get rid of Zob, Tef, Land, and Atris.
This is hard. I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Sure, we will put the temple on the side. Another Earl Sharon's fine. Play a tap land, pick up Tef.
Let's try this.
And see what our opponent wants to do here. We're beginning to see the mid-range plan of this deck working out pretty well, as Uro is just a monstrous card. They have to answer him. What did they just do to me? Put target creature power 4 or greater on the bottom of its owner's library. Okay, that is a legal play, I guess. How would you like me to do it again, opponent? Not click on now. You only have 1 Diligent Excavator left in the
More
deck.
data will be needed.
Don't know if they know what we are yet.
This might be a bad idea.
So now they again have to answer Uro, and if they answer Uro, then we just play Tamio. Heroes
Let's slow this down. You need to slow down.
Interesting. And we are just going to attack them.
I am Tamio. It is an honor to meet you.
Kill their Teferi. Pick up the main.
Let me aid your research.
Fairy here. Hero of Dominator. Nope, Time Raveler. Because now we can shock this in, play this, and then cast this.
You show remorse. I'll show restraint. Don't worry, I got this.
And yeah, things are looking quite good for us currently. Did we mill over our last diligent? No, okay. I saw a mono blue card going there. So opponent's gonna main phase steal away. Sure, they can...
I won't. We need to move quickly.
Fairy up. We draw Kethis. And now we have choices to make. I think we take this up naming Diligent Excavator.
I know I noted this
Diligent
somewhere.
Excavator. Holy Jesus, we drew it. Alright. Now we Kethis. Mill ourselves for 2. Milling over 2 lands. We'll cast the Osakaya. Mill ourselves for 2. 2 more lands. Alright. Kind of unfortunate.
Time for plan B. I've got time.
I think we keep Fibbled and cast Fibbled first. Just to kind of mill 2 draw a card. We draw. Breeding Pool. Unfortunate. So now they're probably going to wrath us here. So we will play the Breeding Pool tapped. We will pass a turn. Some pretty abysmal hits off our deck.
Hold that thought.
But we do have a backup Kethis in hand. If they do wrath, we just get to pick Diligent Excavator up with Tamia. So we're on the worst position here. We will see what they get to do. They get to play their own Teferi, sure.
Sorry, I'm late.
Our cards are really great for bouncing. Bouncing the Kethis, sure.
Here goes nothing.
Neither of us can counterspell though. So, what else you got, opponent? That only really helps me, letting me mill 2 more cards. That's a lot of lands in our graveyard. 7 to be exact. We've seen a whole lot of lands in the top of our deck. We only have 19 cards left. Golly. So now we just Kethis again. Mill ourselves some more. Have we exiled any of our Othakayas? We have exiled one of them. Okay. And we'll go to Othakaya again. Mill ourselves some more. There's another Mox and another Oath. Take care of their Teferi. We don't care about this one.
I'll protect you.
Tick up Cameo here. We will name Mox member.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Drawing is good. And we should be off to the races now. We will tap that for white, cast this, mill ourselves. Keep the untapped one, tap it for a black, back to Kethis. We don't need them. There we go. Mox, yes. So we're gonna mill ourselves out here. And then start pointing to our opponent to mill them out. Keep this, white, Mox. Mill ourselves for 2. Keep this, black, Mox. Mill ourselves for 2. Keep this, white, Oath of Kaya. Last 2 cards out of our deck. And then we get to start milling them, seeing what's in their deck. So opponent should be super here, but doesn't look like they will be. So let's see what's in their deck. Probably pretty stock, I don't know. We gotta see what their win condition here is. Earl and Kethis can go away. It about can't do anything, so we go here, mill our opponent for 2. Just kind of have some fun with it. We aren't going to stop until we've seen as many of their cards as we can. I want to see what their win condition is mainly. Dream Trawler, do they have any Elspeth Conquers Death? Castle's good to know about, keep that. Flip white. You. It was a close game. But again, seeing the power of our Uros here. Kill our opponent. Will not be attacking with our Diligent Excavators into Seal Aways next game. Made that mistake. Currently, it looks like their win condition is just Castle. And Tef, Urza's Ruinous Blast, get rid of him.
Now what?
And just 2 more monsters to cast. We might cast another one, because I'm really just want to know what their win condition is. It'll help with sideboarding. There's an Elspeth Conquers Death, it's good to know about. Float a white. Thassa's Intervention, okay. Float a black. Dream Trawler, okay. So their win condition is Dream Trawler. Which is good to know about. We got to see most of their deck, and now they're dead. Are they gonna... I thought they were about to salty timeout. Would have been unfortunate. Not able to click on. Okay, so it looks like they have Dream Trawlers. Pretty stock blue-white lists, or at least stock as this game can get. So we don't want the Urza's Ruinous Blasts. We want the Teshars. We want the Jace. The Oath of Kais are slightly less important in this matchup. And we want Thalias. Thalias for triple tips seems pretty good. Let's run it like that. Hope everyone's hanging out, having a great day right now. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, just by the by. Hope you made your mom some breakfast or something cool indeed. Opponent's on the play, and we have a easy mulligan. This is a keep. We'll put... What will we put back? I think we want to keep double Teferi. Might just be Tashar. We'll leave him in the temple. Try and scry into our next land. Hey look, another land. Cool. So now we have 2 Moxes. Looking for a Diligent Excavator. Play a tap land, end of turn. And let's play the counter spells do you have game. Counter spell. Spells? Question mark. Yep. So we'll play a tap land, pass the turn.
I know. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Let's see what we draw here. A 3rd Mox, they say.
We'll make this look easy.
Target myself. Go over the 4th Mox, huh? Would like to find like Tameo or something.
Keep up the pace.
Yep. Opponent could have, I don't know what they could have to answer Jace. Jace is in a problem right now, so maybe they just don't want to answer Jace. Just Scry 2, huh? Okay. 2 on top's terrifying. Definitely need a Diligent Excavator or a Cameo or something. I don't hate Dahlia.
How you play the hand of death.
So now they're probably going to Wrath us, which is okay. They want to spend their turn Wrath of Guiding, I'm okay with that. What kind of Planeswalker removal does Blue White Control have? Making more money is their Planeswalker removal.
Hurry!
Okay. I'd like to know what their hand is, that they're just using their castles currently.
This will come in handy.
We'll try and Tameo. I'm gonna do a counter spell that they're gonna tap out for. So Dahlia is a bit of a Nombo with our deck, but Kethis does a pretty good job of loading. Kethis gets all of them down by 1, so they kind of just cancel each other out.
Let's skip to the good part.
So yeah, I'm kind of just going back and forth, my opponent and I right now.
Longer. Stand by and watch. No! I am not making this up as I go.
And I think we're gonna try and go for it. With ourselves. Opponent's probably got a grip full of counter spells, but maybe they don't. just win? What could be in our opponent's hand? I don't know what our opponent's doing, but we are just going to cast spells and try and go off. Really love to play this. Keep milling myself. Keep that. Float a white. Mill ourselves. Resolve all. Oh, didn't pick that up, so they can't like have a wrath on our turn. We will exile these two. To get our deck again. By our deck, I mean our graveyard, which is basically just another deck for us. We will try and Teferi. Oh wait, no, we have to boop. Do this. Mill ourselves for 2. Whoops. Thalia got me. Keep that one. Now we'll try and Fairy. Mill ourselves for 2. If opponent doesn't have any interaction here, then they're just dead. 25 cards left in our graveyard, or in our deck. Yeah, okay.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Cool. So, pretty easy win for against the blue-white control player. This deck has a pretty good blue-white matchup, though. Nope. So now we just kind of hang out and cast spells until we milled ourselves out. Then we activate Jace and win. So, we will start working to cast Tamiyo, because Tamiyo mills us out faster with her activation. Actually, do we have any Lazobs in here? No, we have a Lazob in hand. We cast Lazob. Cast Lazob. Lazob will speed us up a good bit. Just throw the cards in our graveyard. Nope, doop. Bye, land. This. Opponent feels like our opponent's just kind of being salty and not scooping. Get rid of these two. Do we have? There's no way we don't have a Diligent Excavator in here somewhere. Yeah, we do. There we go. Nope. Load a mana with our box first. We gotta be smart about this, chat. X equals 2. Diligent Excavator, submit. And now we just kind of cast spells. Wait for our opponent. Keep that. Float white. Cast a spell. We'll just cast Thalia. Keep that. Nope. Wrong card. That one. Finish milling ourselves out. Keep this one. Pick up Jace. Target you for the fun of it. And win.
Decisions.
Sweet. So that puts us up to 3-1. Keep on trucking along, ladies and gents. Playing some dude. Love to be on the play. This is probably fine. A little bit of interaction, a little bit of control hate. I don't hate what we're doing right now. Lead on the Brainy Pool, so our opponent thinks we're like some sort of weird, or like Bant Nexus or something, or Blue-White Nexus, or. Steam vents, he says. Yeah. see what our opponent does here. Could be any number of things. A Phoenix deck, a card draw deck, a Jeskai control deck. Yeah, we're going to try and slam with the fairy here when they're 2 open mana.
I know my responsibility. Here goes nothing.
Yep. Next turn we'll try and Fibblethip to draw a card. Opponent looks to be on some sort of Jeskai list. Could be Jeskai control, Jeskai aggro, Jeskai something. Oh, I can't draw more cards.
I have just the trick
her
for this.
with both of Kaya. They swing and a miss with their Narset, so pretty good for us.
You are a mighty warrior.
And
I
cast
can
Fibblethip
see.
while we can. And then we will bounce Fibblethip, because drawing cards is the best thing to do. So opponent could do something like 4 mana Narset, kill our Teferi, but then we just untap and cast Teferi. I do like our opponent's pet. They got Cerberus over here. Quite intimidating compared to our little puppet Jace. Yep, so opponent has Stomp.
If you're up for round 2.
But opponent's gonna be very sad by our second Teferi.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. Don't worry, I
Play
got
this
this.
Temple. Oh, we don't need another one. And we'll cast on my Fibblethip. Alright, in terms of draws, Atris is not a bad one. See what our opponent wants to do here. Plays 5 mana Teferi. So now we can bounce there to
This
our
isn't a
Teferi.
fight you can win.
Nope,
No
they don't do
time
that.
for a break.
Okay. Okay, so there's a Diligent Excavator, which is a good one to draw. We're actually gonna Oath of Kaya here. Throw myself for 2. We're gonna put there to Fairy. That one, I guess. Put there to Fairy to 1 with an attack from Fibblethip.
I'm getting too old for this.
So then we're gonna take up our Teferi, and next turn we can
Might be a
pick
bad
up Oath
idea.
of Kaya, kill their Teferi.
Keep up the
Without
pace.
it being in danger of Bone Crusher Giant. Could have some sort of Wrath here. But we have an Atris to recuperate from their Wrath, so not looking too bad right now. Things are looking pretty good for our hero, which is us. I want to play the tap land. There's a Conquer's deck. Okay.
We will meet
So
again.
our Teferi is down. But their Teferi is also about to be down. Attack for 2. I have another Bone Crusher. The Bone Crusher does
That
get
didn't pan out.
countered. Worth noting. Mill ourselves for 2. 2 Oath of Kai's, huh? So now we will see what our opponent decides to do here. What could this card be? Probably, yep, it was a Kethis. But we will play a Fibblethip here. Mill ourselves for 2. Oh golly. Now we're looking for a Tameo to pick up. But things are not looking too great
We
for
need
us
to move
here.
quickly.
We need a Tamio or a Lazav, and then we can try and start going off, but not the best of mills. An opponent can just wrath us. Thoroughly like to kill their Teferi. Yep. Things are not looking great for us. Now we have a Bone Crusher. Untap to hold up a counterspell. Okay. We should have played Diligent Excavator first. That was a mistake. No, it's not a mistake if we draw a Tamio. So, we'll take these two. Okay, 2 more Diligent Excavators. Play the land they know about. Play one of the Diligent Excavators, pass the turn. Incentivize them for Wrath again.
I have practiced against many foes like you.
But we're looking pretty dead here. Feeling pretty dead here.
No time for a break.
Yep. Opponent's got a grip full of cards. We've got 2 lands and Diligent Excavator. We'll take this trade. Now opponent wraths. Yep. But they don't get to draw a card off their wrath, which is something to note.
Keep an open mind.
3 mana Teferi that they can't cast this turn. 3 mana Teferi of our own. We'll lead on this to kind of bait them. Never mind. They didn't take the bait. Okay.
Let's slow this down.
This is gonna hurt, but we're gonna bounce our guy to kill their Teferi. We don't get to draw a card off of it, but... Okay, so throwing lots of lands away. Their Teferi's gone. And really, we need any... We have so many cards in the deck, and I don't think we've milled over any of our Tamios, or... We've milled over 1 Lazav, so we have 2 Lazav. Yep. I'm going to Teferi.
Only time will tell.
Yep, so now I'm gonna tap.
I am not going to
Tap
sit
bounce
this
Excavator if I had to assume. But again, any Tamio, another or Lazav, or the 4th Kethis.
That's more like it.
So 6 draws and 26 cards. Pretty high rate of finding a card that kills them. And they're tapped out. So there's a time to do it now.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
Come on, deck. How about a land? That's pretty unfortunate. 6 cards in here, 3 Tamio, well 5 cards, 3 Tamio, 1 Lazav, 1 Kethis. So we had
I'll protect
5 out of 26, whatever that ended up being. Yep, Shark Typhoon. I think we've gone through all. This is our last Excavator. No, we have 1 more Excavator, so. There's our last Excavator, which we won't be casting here. Not attacking. They're just gonna cast something and make a shark kill our thing. Yep. Well, it wouldn't kill our Excavator, but. Now they get back 5 mana to Teferi. Oh, nope, they get back Bone Crusher. Guess they didn't want to kill us, which is smart.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Oh, okay, they just have 5 mana to Teferi. So I feel like this is our last turn to draw something, and even then, odds of them having a counterspell quite high. Yep. Take a beats in the air for 1. Come on, deck, show it to me. Do you have a counterspell? We will lead on this in case you do. Counter this. Counter this. I mean, we have to play like they don't have counter spell, because we're dead to a counter spell. So you're saying there's a chance.
Excellent research.
Pick up Kethis. Play Kethis.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
So you are saying there is a chance here. Opponent. Okay. We don't not go for it here.
I have become too involved with my
If the
work.
opponent had interaction here, they would have already cast it. So we'll mill ourselves out. So, and honestly, if we win this game, it's going to be a super impressive win. I think we start by kind of preparing for if they have the instant speed Wrath. Like that. But we're not out of this game, even with all of that. Because we get to make a green with this. Then we get to cast Kethis. We get to activate Kethis, getting rid of these two. We get how many? We get our Moxes back. We float that. Do this. We cast Lazav. Throw that in our yard. And again, just if we win this, which is still a big if, opponent can have something still. It'll be huge. X equals 2. Turn into a Diligent Excavator. And we get to get the rest of our cards out of our library. We're gonna play black with that one. And yeah, I think our opponent's dead here. We're gonna activate this before we activate, or before we cast our Othakaya.
I have learned all I can.
Playing it
here.
safe because we can. So our deck is empty. We blast them. We cast another one. We start looking through their library and what they're playing. We blast them. And yeah. Wow, super impressive victory on our deck's part. Just by ultimate, okay. Clarion. So opponent's got a lot of Wrath in their deck, which is slightly terrifying. So the win conditions are Shark Typhoon along with the Ultimatum, Jeskai Ultimatum, and then they just have a bunch of Shatters for Skies and such in their deck. And now we just exile anything in our deck that isn't Oath of Kaya and
it's only a matter of time.
Amber. So the game is over. We have won. Our opponent's just letting us see their deck now. Seal away is good to know about. Play the black. heck is this card? Enters battlefield. 3 mana, 2/1, draw a card. Sure. That's a Magic Gathering card you have in your deck, opponent. Float Black. Oath of Kaya. Shoot you. Oath of Kaya. Shoot you, mill you. Do this. Kethis. Exile these two. Do we just mill our opponent out? So I feel like as salty as our opponent's being right now, we just mill them out. Never mind. No, we don't. We gotta play a little bit faster. Shoot you. Activate. Get rid of 2. Get these back. Black. Alright, so our opponent scoops it up after we literally milled their entire deck. -2. But they had some odd cards. They had Elite Guard Mage. That's apparently just a 1-of. They had this card is apparently just a 1-of unless they have more in hand. So we bring in the Jace, we cut these. We bring in U3 for U3. And where's our Cheshires? There they are. 2 Cheshires go down on Oath of Kaya and run them like that. This deck does create some very long games of Magic. This hand's great. It's more than good. It's great. We're gonna Mox Amber before we Thalia. Counter that if you want, opponent. Oh, they do? Okay. Well, I'm getting countered out of the way then. I'm gonna Thalia. So now they can't Teferius this turn. What are you shot at? Oh, guess we kill it. Alright, land. Well, we missed on a land. Build off. All 3 Oath of Kais in our hand is kind of awkward. Sure, where we are. Kaya. There's no real reason to play out Kethis right now, they'll just die. Great. Would love to find our Diligent Excavator here. Or the land cast Cameo. Okay, well, got our land. Cast Cameo. Start digging.
The moon looks intriguing to the library.
Diligent Excavator. Missed, but hit an Uro. Build over our Jace. Which we have to use Food Area where it goes with Shark Typhoon, sure. So we probably Oath of Kaya that. We are just kind of incidentally doing some good damage to our opponent.
Subject is easily agitated.
Search for his sniper. Sure. Again, naming diligent excavator. Miss. They're probably just gonna cast arrow. Yeah. Get rid of Tamio. Probably get rid of a Tef. Get rid of land. Thalia. Yeah, we'll get rid of this guy.
This is hardly
This
my
study
worst
is
feat.
over.
Bro, just kind of hang out with me. That into play tap. And then put this into play. Scry. Oh. Didn't want to leave that on top. I was going to... Okay. Sure, I guess. Opponent's probably got to keep attacking with the shark at Tamio, but keep doing damage to yourself with the Oath of Kaya.
You could use some manners.
Cast the Shark Typhoon, sure. So we'll start with a quick 6 on our opponent. Cast a Fairy.
Sorry,
Cast
I'm
Shark
late.
Typhoon.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Play Thalia so you can get land in hand 2 Shark Typhoon. Keep looking
Let
for
me
Diligent
aid your
Excavator, which
research.
we really don't need at this point. We're just kinda going. Opponent's in quite the pickle. If either of these two connect, they're dead to the Oath of Kaya. Has her own attack.
I know my responsibility.
Bouncing Uro? Feels like an Uro bounce.
No,
There's an Uro
I am
bounce.
not making this up as I go.
Now, Shark at Tef. Taking 2. No Shark attack. Alright. Sweet. So now we take up Shark at Tef.
I've got it.
We don't care much about their Teferi, so we'll attack for 2. They can take this block if they want. Do they? They do. Okay. It's a safe block. We're gonna Dishar. Into Diligent Excavator. And then we're gonna cast this Mox Amber and pick up Kethis. Mill ourselves for 2. And then we will pick up Tamio, naming Mox Amber.
I know I noticed this somewhere.
And miss, okay. And we'll pass turn. And well, opponent's still in a pretty big predicament here. Yep, those all resolved. Veto. Flips their search, yep. Needs a wrath. Taking up the Tef, yep. So they can wrath
Let's
them
try
into
this.
speed. No, they can't. We have our own Teferi. What am I thinking? So this game we've gotten to see our deck do its mid-range backup plan pretty good. We just kind of chilled. We didn't really... Okay. So we're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're just gonna cast one out of our hand and pick up the other diligent excavator. And bop you in the nose. And then we will Oath of Kaya. Will we Oath of Kaya? What's in our yard? There's a mock. Okay, there are multiple mock chambers in there. Yep. We will. No, we'll just. Or, I guess. Draw some cards. Scry. Sure. This. We'll activate Kethis. We will get rid of Oracle. We'll get rid of Thalia. And then we get to Mox Amber. Pick up Diligent Excavator. Mill ourselves. Mill ourselves. Take this. Float white. Mox Amber. Pick up Diligent Excavator, I guess. Mill ourselves. Mill ourselves. And ourselves. And the opponent scoops it up, putting us up to a nice 4-1. Things are going quite good for the Kethis combo. And we will see if we can't get that 5-1 here. Man, we've been finding opponents so quickly recently. What has happened? Where did they all go? Opponents, come back. There we go. Welcome back, friends. I missed you. Against Jax Tripeter. Don't know what your name is, dude, but this is a super easy mulligan. And this is fine. We'll put back the... We'll put back the other Teferi. See what we're up against here. We'll start on a tap land. Pass. Looking for our third land here, of course, for this Teferi. Very happy we kept this Ruinous Blast. Looks like we're up against Gruul. Yep. Zertog, sure. Oh.
I can no longer stand by and watch. There goes nothing.
That's not a land. I'll put that out. Next turn we might Lizop to block this. Also to look for lands. This does not deal with Questing Beast, notably. Yep.
It's only a matter of time.
We're gonna shock this again. We're going to Diligent Excavator, and then we're gonna Lilov. Mill ourselves for 2. And don't need that. So we don't want them to Questing Beast us, because Questing Beast makes Urza's Ruinous Blast very sad. What else we got, opponent? Armored Ambush. Big oof. Pretty easy block here, so now we need another land. know, Oath of Kai is not the worst, all things considered. Shoot that down. Makes this a 2-2. But we do get to block one of them, probably the Zerta. Yep. There's the Reflecting Beast that's probably going to kill us. Urza's Rune is left to not deal with Reflecting Beast. Also need... And we're dead. Alright. We had a top deck. Can we win this matchup? You know, we've been going at this deck for a while. I think we're just going to go ahead and move on. Four and 1, still pretty good. Get to pick up some cards. We got a Mastery Orb. Put it here. Whatever card that was. There's T-Packs up in here. They're fancy. So, wrapping up on Kethis combo, it's a good deck. There were a couple of matchups there where we really showed the power of the mid-range plan of, you know, Uros and Mazovs and Oath of Kaias and Fairies. And there were matchups there that showed how powerful the combo is. It's a slow combo to execute, a lot to click in, but it's a very good deck. Not a lot I think I would do to change. It might be worth testing this Jason the main deck just to kind of click less, but outside of that, just a good deck, and there's not a whole lot I can say about it. Good mid-range deck, good combo deck. Pretty happy with what we're doing.